Hi everyone, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. I am so excited to be recording this video and just starting to catch up on decorating the Pocket Moleskine daily. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kind of content, and if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, I'm probably as excited as you guys are. I saw some of the YouTube comments. I have been so behind in responding, so I'm going to try to do that today. But here we are. So I mentioned, if you watched the last video, the return of the Pocket Moleskine Daily, you saw that a very kind planner friend sent me a good quality Pocket Moleskine Daily. I mentioned that we were going to do a video per month to catch up. So what I'm going to do, you can see here that I have January's ready to go. I have February, March, and April. And what I'm always out of range. What is going on, Noelia? So I'm going to have all the months, and I think I'm going to do a video per month. Now we're just going to decorate together, and then in the evenings what I'm going to do is go back to my dailies that I have in here and basically rewrite everything in here, which is going to be a task but willing to do, because one of the things I miss the most about having the small compact book is being able to reference things. Now in my past Pocket Moleskines, I added pages to be able to put my trackers. I'm not going to put trackers in here because I'm really loving this tracker that I created that has the year at a glance, and it's in my planner, in my everyday carry. Many of you have been clamoring for me to put this out for you guys. I am going to make this available on my Ko-fi and possibly my website. I don't know. I think this one, because I created this, it's perfect for me. The boxes are not perfection, so I'm having to pay somebody to make sure that all the boxes are perfect before I release it to you. But I love it. It will be coming out soon. Okay, so because I created this monthly tracker, the annual, I'm not going to need it in here like I have in the past. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these pages. I was thinking about it last night, because I'll go through this here shortly with you. I went ahead and added the payroll. Let's see if I can find one. Payroll. There's one. I have a contractor working on my bathroom. I got to tell you about yesterday, but so we'll wait till I start decorating. But there's my little sticker indicating that that is payroll, and that helps me to plan on Mondays when I need to do budget review and whatnot. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly go over it. I didn't do much last night. I just wanted to decorate it, and I didn't want to do what I have in the past where I put photos of my kids and stuff, because really this is just a log. All the photos and things that I love to see are in here. Again, this is not a planner for me. It is a journal of the day. All the major things are here as a journal in the evening and sometimes during the day. I'm hoping I don't have to pause this video at any point, because like I said, my contractor is going to come here and I need to talk to him about the bathroom remodel, the pool bathroom remodel. And of course, it's not sticking to budget. It's going to be more. So anyways, I have to deal with that. So hopefully I'm able to crank this first video out, but maybe not, because I'm going to have so much to do, but we'll see. Okay, here's what I did. Now, Binta had sent me a beautiful note, and I wanted to honor that and just be, I don't know, I wanted something different in here. So what I did is I had some scrapbook paper that I'd gotten years ago from maybe Joann's, and it's this kind of passport. If you guys can see the passport stamps. And so because this came from Paris, from a planner friend in Paris, what I did is shrunk down. I copied her note that she left, that she put inside the package, and I shrunk it down onto the beige paper that I like, and I put it here so that when I open it and see it, it reminds me that I have so many planner friends all over the world, not just here in the US. And so having this kind of stamping and having her note is just honoring her and reminding me how, I don't know, that you guys are my planner friends and how much I adore you and how valuable those friendships are and just how appreciative I am. So this passport kind of travel thing I put in the front with her note, and then in the back. I didn't have a chance. I'm gonna put a business card thingamabob here so that I can slide either notes, post-it notes or something there when I need them. And then I noticed last night as I was decorating, she's such a cutie. She tested all the tombos back here that she had to make sure it was a good one before she sent it to me. Such a sweetheart. Okay, and then there was a page here that I double stick together to make this a little bit thicker. And then here is the year at a glance. And I just added some stickers here. They're the kind that you scratch on, so you don't really feel them. They're just part of the page. And then as you can see here, I just added the months on top. I added my little Midori tab. I think that's Midori, I can't remember. But all the months stickers are at the top because the ones that they have here are super tiny. I have 2026. I just, again, simple decorations, and those stickers that you just scrape on or scratch on. This is Girl You Are Badass. I thought that was cute because I found that in the stickers. And then you have all of these pages that are empty. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these pages, so for now I'm just going to leave them blank, and then as we move on, perhaps I will know what to do. Okay, and so we are going to, I want to just make sure, we're going to put her here, our January. If you guys remember, this is our January photo. Try not to get the glare. And I'm separating her so I don't go past the place that I'm supposed to go past. Let's see if I can, yeah, there's the Post-its. Okay, so we used 451, and then, as a matter of fact, I think, let's go back here because I have so many. That's what I forgot to do, is the birthdays. Okay, this is April. This is March. This is February. And this is, I have so many stickers. I think this is January. Okay, I think we got it. And I purposely made extras because in the back of my head, I knew that there was a possibility that I would cave and get a Moleskine, and I wanted to make sure I had enough stickers. So we have these here, and then we have my words. I'm sure I'm going to get 500 questions about it, and I'll leave it on the below. I do not sell these. I make them. The tape was trial and error, and it's not perfect, which is why I don't sell them. These I make for myself. You could probably find them online. They are just standard words that I create. I create them on my silhouette and then just cut them out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start, and let me just, I don't remember. Let me go get, because I don't remember how far up. That's how, like, I feel so weird about it. I know we did, let me go get it because I'm gonna mess up and then I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, I got my little business card holders for later if I want to do that. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I just want to do this first. We're doing it, you guys. Okay, and I believe, let's do this one and this one. And I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which I thought was correct. 13. Okay, that looks good. So we're just gonna do that continually. 13. And then, so yesterday was, why some of these are just, Yesterday was tax day, and it was bonkery because I have to deal with all my boss's entities, and we have to do estimated taxes and extensions. But yesterday was just a crap day. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. My dryer broke, and I had to call the appliance guy, and he had to come. His name's Damien. He's such a nice guy. He's been with me for, gosh, 12, 13 years, maybe. And so he came and fixed. It was a heating element, and he had to come and fix it. And then something broke outside in my garden. I was putting in my irrigation, and I skipped a step not knowing, and it was basically a whole setup, because I don't want to talk about irrigation, but the valve that connects to the barb tee, I had done it just that specific one, and it was the last one of all of the boxes, so that went wrong. Something went wrong at work, and I was just like so bummed and annoyed about it. And it just seemed like, and then something happened with the dishwasher. Like everything that could go wrong yesterday went wrong, and I was so freaking annoyed by it. I was like, what else? And then this came in, and I was like, okay, it's turning around, folks. It is turning around. So I'm just quickly highlighting for the month of January, and then we'll go back and do the underlines, and we'll go back and add the words, and then we'll add the florals. And again, I'm hoping that this isn't going to take long for each video. And like I said, oh shoot, I had the contractors have been here. I think they've done a total of maybe, today will be their 4th day. And it's spread, like, because they tore down all the sheetrock, they took off the toilet, the vanity, they tore it all out. The lighting, everything was torn out. And they've had to like sand stuff, so they have the fans going to have things dry, so by the time they come back the next day or the following day, everything's ready to do the next step. So I think they're on their 4th day in total, not consecutive, but total. But you can see the progress. It's so good. But he told me yesterday, he's like, hey, it's not going to be what we told you. It's going to be more. Of course, that's just how construction and contractors are. And the price I thought he gave me included the vanity, because we tore out the old vanity because it's so freaking old and just gross. But it didn't. So yesterday he's like, and then it's all tiled. And so when they took the vanity, whoever had done this originally, they tiled it, they put in the vanity first and then tiled it after. So when they took the vanity out, there's no tile there. And so he's like, you're gonna have to purchase the vanity that will fit and cover the fact that there's no tile there, because we're not gonna re-tile. The tile's perfect in that pool bathroom. And so he's like, you're gonna have to find it. And I'm like, wait, is that not covered with what we agreed on? He's like, no, you have to buy the vanity. And I was like, shnikes. So he gave me the dimensions, and he's like, this is what it needs to be. So, you get it in the next couple of days, because we'll be done. So what he's going to do is he should be done Thursday afternoon. And he's like, look, you'll save money if you guys paint it. So I'm like, well, yeah, my son will paint it. That's not a big deal. Jaden will paint it. He gets bored, and I feel like that should be longer. And so I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, we'll let you know when we're done with our piece, and then you can paint. And then when you're done painting, we will, you can make sure you have the vanity here, and we will install the vanity and the lighting and I also should buy a lighting fixture, but I haven't decided yet. And so, yeah, so he's like, go ahead and once you paint, we will come back and install everything and then we'll be done. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, he gave me the demand. Now, listen, I'm the type of person that I'm willing to pay. Oh, wait, we need something. I'm willing to pay for somebody to do the work. My dad used to always tell me, and this is funny, my dad used to always tell me, you pay for what you don't know how to do. And it's so true. Like the irrigation, somebody would have charged me an arm and a leg to do the irrigation in my garden, but I was a vineyard manager for so long. Like I know what I need to do to put an irrigation. I've just been lazy and haven't done it. So I did the irrigation myself. I would have paid a pretty penny to have somebody come and do the irrigation for all my raised beds. Anyways, the point is you pay for what you don't know how to do. But also there's a point where my boss, my current boss tells me, or he's always said, like when I stress out and I'm like, I need to hire a maid. I've said this a million times. If you've been with me, you've heard that a million times. But my boss is like, consider how much you make an hour. And is it worth it for you to waste? Is your time worth it to clean your house or do something when you can hire somebody for a fraction of what you make and you save that time to do something else? That is the way my boss thinks. And so anyways, the point of all of this is that I went online after all the stressful things that were happening yesterday. The dryer finally got fixed. And there was other things happening and the kids were just like, Mom, take a breath, because everything was going wrong yesterday. And so when he tells me I have to find this vanity and there's specific, dimensions that he needs me to get, I was like freaking out, because everything I went to look at that's at Lowe's or Home Depot, I was online, they don't have the dimensions. Like it doesn't even exist. And so I'm like stressing out. And then the ones that are very rare custom ones are like $900. I'm not paying $900 for a vanity in the pool bathroom. Like, are you kidding me? So when he comes today, hopefully he comes, him and or his son is going to come today, and I'm going to tell them like, look, I will pay you to just go to Home Depot and find the cheapest one that fits the dimensions that you want. Like I'm terrified that I'm going to order something, go pick it up, and it not be what he wants. And then we're going to be stuck. And it's going to delay the whole process. So that's why I'm like trying to hurry up and do this video. What time is it? It's 9:44. They typically get here at 10. So I'm going to maybe have to stop this video at some point in between to just tell him, hey, I will pay you to go just pick something out. Go pick it out. I don't care what it looks like. I have anything is better than what it was. And I just have no qualms about it. I'll pay to have you do it so that I don't do something wrong, or I'm not spending $900 on a freaking pool vanity, you guys. That's ridiculous. Okay, this is starting to feel natural again. I'm so stoked, you guys. I listen, don't get me wrong. I hate Moleskine paper, and I'm not spending any money on Moleskine. All of that still remains true. I am hopeful that I know that this will be the last year that I do Moleskine, because I am hopeful that an alternative will come up that I am able to use. So I'm not going to stress about 2026 quite yet, because I have a good feeling that good stuff is coming in this size. So I'm just going to enjoy what is now, and we'll worry about 2026 later. What I have to do though is remember, I'm not in the planner community in the sense that what's the word? I'm not a part of like releases or chasing releases. I have no idea when planners come out because I'm not needing information on something that I don't use, right? Because my Franklin Covey inserts are my inserts. Most everything I create on my own. So I'm not into any other releases of planners. So I don't know unless you guys tell me. Like, was it Sterling Ink? Who was it? Paper Tess, the one who has the books ×2. That you guys were the ones who told me about it, and I was able to test out the Tomo River paper that everybody loves. Listen, it's not my favorite, but I would totally get it if it was in one book form for next year. But I'm not being picky anymore. I just want one book. But I don't know when releases come out like everybody else does. Like everybody's like, oh my God, Traveler's Notebook is gonna come out with a new theme. Like I don't know any of that. I'm not part of that chasing of releases. So when a new pocket comes out, y'all need to keep me in the loop, or if you hear of a new pocket coming out. Do I hear the pool people? I think I do. I think I might have to stop. Let me finish this and then I'll go talk to the guy and see if he will. I'm willing to pay him the whatever hourly rate for him to just go do it. Just go pick something up. They're so nice. The guy is so nice. Oh, my freaking, that's what I'm saying. Everything broke at the same time. My dryer broke. The garbage disposal. I have under the sink, I have the cat's, Lucy's food, because Ruby's on Jenny Craig. Did I tell you that she's already lost a ½ pound in her first month? She's so cute. And she knows it too, because there's like a crack in the fence that goes to our neighbor's yard, and she hasn't been able to fit in that crack for a while, and she took off. She fit and she was like, see ya. And she has been in the evenings going and exploring again. She's so cute. But under the sink, I have a bucket, like a food bucket, and it has Lucy's kibble. And I don't know, not yesterday. Yeah, yesterday when I went to go pull it in the morning to feed them their food, their breakfast, the top of the thing was soaking wet, like water everywhere. I'm like, what the heck? And then I looked and there was a leak coming from the garbage disposal. And it doesn't work. So I'm like, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? So the appliance guy who came yesterday is just he's my appliance for my washer and dryer. So we're gonna have to figure that out as well. Okay, I just went and checked because they left this huge industrial fan on to dry whatever they were doing. And I just went and checked and it's still running. So that means that they haven't come yet. All right, look at us. Look at us doing this. Schedule. I am ecstatic. Are you guys? I'm sure you guys are ecstatic. I know that some of you were just missing the long story time chattiness. I also was missing that, although the last few days. Why does that look so high up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm just not used to it. Oh no, it is what it is. We're just gonna What happened there? Was I not paying attention to my line? Yeah, I missed it as well. I missed the process of taking my time, putting the words on and chatting with you guys about all the crazy stories that are going on that particular week. Like, schedule. And so I enjoy my weekly resets because that is more my spending, I guess, closing out the week, and my spending and decorating the weekly. And the only reason I started decorating the weekly was because I knew that I was going to be decorating here and I needed a place. And the dailies that I put in my planner, I've said a million times, I love that I have only one planner. And in the sense of like the dailies were in there, but can I just say, printing those are just, I understand why people say they don't like ring planners because they hate having to print inserts. I get that. Most of my inserts are just already in my planner. They're standard. The only things I have to print are weeklies, and I already have that kind of, the printing of my weeklies are simple. If you guys know that my weeklies are on my website as freebies, and they're super easy to print. Once you figure out the weeklies are not back to back, right? They're a week basically on 4 pages, but they're so easy to print. And so I've never had an issue printing my weeklies. It's super easy and breezy, no problem. But printing my dailies, you guys, these dailies, and because they're a special size, basically what I had to do is print them 80%. So I took my normal ones from Simple and Trendy Co. that I had purchased years ago when I was doing them in my Franklin Covey size. I had tried them out for a while before I found the pocket Moleskine. And I just basically took that and I shrunk it to 80%. And then I had to make sure that the way that I hole punched them would fit perfectly, and then some of them would be a little off. I don't like that checklist. The L is missing. Am I going to be able to pull it off? Ah! Oh no! Noelia, what are you doing? We're going to cover that up with a better word because the L was missing in that one. Oh, now I have paper. So basically it was just a pain in the butt because I was having to shrink them to 80. And again, those are back and front. So you have to make sure that the dates correlate with the back and the front. And then I had to make sure that I shrunk them to the right size. The dailies were annoying. I knew when Binta told me she was going to be sending this, I was like, oh God, this is going to be great if it's quick, good quality paper, which this is. And I will be able to go back and do this. It'll be easy breezy. And I won't have to print anything. I don't have to put the weeks over here. Yes, I have to put my words, but this is what makes it fun. Putting my words and talking with you guys about all the craziness that's happening. And today is kind of a quiet day. Yesterday was a crazy day because of tax day. And so one of my bosses is home. She and I had an investment meeting in San Francisco on Monday. So I knew that having that meeting was going to be like the priority, and then it was going to be quiet for the rest of the week with the exception of tax day. And then my other boss is in his New York home with his parents. They were going to do some fun stuff out there. And then they'll both be back. One will be back home to this home in the Bay Area, and the other one is heading, where is she heading? Oh, she's going to Chile. That's right. She's going to Chile to spend some time with her mom's birthday. And so when I have one boss on, one boss off, that makes sense. Like my female boss, she'll be gone, so I won't be having any kind of tornadoes that she's going to give me. Anything she will need while she's away is money-wise, so I just transfer money. But then my male boss will be here, and hopefully he doesn't need anything from me. He's annoying. I love him, but my female boss and I, sometimes when we're not getting through to him about if he's not responding or he's just delaying stuff, she'll call me, and it's like we're two wives. I'm his work wife and she's his wife of almost 30 years, and we gripe and vent to each other. It's funny. And I think he knows it, which is, I used to work simply for him. When I was in the winery, I worked only for him, and I didn't really have, other than like sending his wife calendar invites for stuff, I really didn't have a relationship with her. And then some major stuff went down, and my boss had to kind of step away from his position for a while. He still owned everything, but he had to step away from his position. I don't know if I'll ever share that. I don't think it's appropriate, just for the protection. I mean, it was all over the news, but I still feel like it's not something I feel comfortable sharing. But at any rate, he had to step down, and it happened to be like, I don't know, then COVID happened, and I got to work from home, but I never really dealt with her until this situation happened, and I began working from home, and my role shifted from working at the winery and dealing with, you know, being the chief of staff there, and transferring to working from home during COVID, and then during this situation, and then being able, I started to work really closely with her because, that doesn't look straight, but whatever. I started to work really closely with her, and me and my boss, we were super close. Like we were just super close. He knew I'm a ride or die chick. Like my last boss, I was with him for almost a little over 10 years. And so I'm a long haul person. I'm super loyal, and I happen to be extremely loyal to my current boss during this situation, and he knew it. And then his wife, and his children, that's when I started to get really involved in that side, and I love every single one of them. They drive me nuts, don't get me wrong, and they know that. I tell them that all the time. But she and I, over the years, have gotten extremely close. Like she and I were extremely close. I can't even tell you. And I think he knows. It's so funny. He's kind of jealous because he knows that she and I chat about all kinds of stuff, not just work and him. But it's funny. And I'm close with all the daughters, so it's kind of, he lives in a woman-dominated, he's surrounded by very strong Latina women, so it's kind of funny. We always tease him about that. We tease that, or he teases that if it's not his wife yelling at him, it's me, and if it's not me, then it's one of his daughters. And we tease that the only other male in the house is his dog. Blue, he didn't want a dog, and the girls were like, nope, we're getting a dog. And he's like, well, if you're getting a dog, it better be a boy. And just to have some male energy. It's so funny. Isn't it always funny too that the people who say they don't want the dog end up being the closest to the dog? He is so close to that dog. That dog loves him. He loves everybody, but he truly loves my male boss. Okay, we're just trucking along, you guys. I don't even know all the things I'm chatting with you about, but here we are. We're on day 22. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I think, here's the thing. I think you guys just need to be ready to have hour-long videos for each month. So January is probably going to take an hour. And if I don't screw up and have to edit a bunch of things out, which I don't think I'm going to, then it should be about an hour, because right now we're almost done with the words. Then what we're gonna do is add the decoration, and then we'll just do, the only part of the month we're gonna do is this one. So we'll have a small decoration here like we used to, but we're not decorating a tracker, like, so we'll save time there. So I would just assume that each month, so January will probably be an hour, February will be an hour, March will be an hour, April probably won't be an hour because we're only halfway through. We'll just play catch up for April. And then we'll do a flip through of where we are, because then I think what I'm gonna have to do, you guys, is print more Elena stickers, because all the Elena stickers that I have, maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna write in, let's see, I'm trying to think, am I gonna be able to do the entire year today, or the entire 3 months today? What do you guys think? I don't know. It depends. If I can get the construction guy, and my son is out in the field today, so he'll probably come home early. So I'm going to try to get January, February done, maybe March today, and then edit those to get those out in the next few days. And then, but I would say an hour for each. And then we'll go back to doing them weekly. Let's get our new sheet here. The only thing I'm dreading, and it's funny, you guys will know, is when I have to stick the theme in. You guys know when I have to tip in the theme, I always screw up on that part. It doesn't matter. I've been doing this for 2 years, going on the 3rd year, and I still can't tip the damn thing in without messing up. What time is it? It's 10:06. I don't hear them out there. Maybe they're not coming today. They have to come. The fan is on. So I'm just going to paint. Jaden's going to paint it. We have to put primer and paint. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to do it white, like an off-white color, maybe. I don't know. It depends. I'm probably going to do it white. I'd prefer to have it white and clean, but then at the same time, it's a pool bathroom. Everybody's going to go in there and, well, it's not the beach. It's not like they're bringing sand in. They're just going to change and use the bathroom. So maybe I'll just do it white. I don't know. Part of me, my whole backyard, like my pool, is blue. Like a really beautiful, bright blue. Like a cobalt blue. Oh my God, I was with my mom doing barbecue prep stuff, getting, you know, like ready for the barbecue season. We've already barbecued twice. It's been really nice. Now it's freezing today, and we went to Home Goods, and I found a photo that I just thought was so funny that I'm going to put into the pool bathroom. And it's so cute, and it's this colors of the whole backyard, the blues and the whites and the browns. I don't know how long this video is. I can't go back and see because when I record, it's mirrored on my computer. I'm on my desk, which is filthy, but that's because I've been working so hard and pen marks and whatnot. And what is with these words? Like, look, the T is like missing. Ta-da! We have completed January as far as the words go. This is going to take a long time, you guys. I haven't even done the tape. Am I going to have to break this up into... I don't think. I'm not going to do it. It's going to be one whole video, and you guys are just going to tag along for the ride. Let's see if I remember how to do this, you guys. Yay! Golf clap. So anyways, I got the cutest freaking photo that's gonna sit right above the toilet. It's so funny. It's just cute. It's just cute. I think I've told you guys that my eldest, Chrissy, he is godfather to 2 of his best friend's kids. And they love him so much. Like, it's so cute to see him with them. Oh, I think, so he's got one, Teo, who's a cutie pie. He just loves Chris. His best friend, that's Christopher's first friend when we moved to the Napa Valley. And he is married and has just one child, and his name's Teo. And he loves Christopher. Like, Chris, he just loves Christopher. If he sees Chris and he doesn't get to get off and give him a hug, and he just will cry. And I think he's 4 now, and he's been coming every summer and playing, and it's so cute to see him grow up and just the love he has for Christopher. And in years past, we've had a bunch of like floaties for them, and I've made sure that we have everything they need to learn how to swim. Well, this past year, Christopher is now the godfather. We call him, it's called Nino in Spanish. So he's a Nino for his other best friend's daughter. And she's adorable, but she was having a lot of issues. And Chris was really concerned because, you know, the parents, she was having a lot of temperamental issues, and so the parents wouldn't go out, you know. And Christopher is the type, like, I want my goddaughter to know me. Like, I want her to see me and to know me, to want to come with me, that if you guys are out of town, that she wants to, you know, that she can stay with me and not freak out. He just wants her to know him. That's his goddaughter. And he was, you know, he would come home from an event, you know, with them, if they'd all go to the beach or something, and he'd tell me, he's like, Layla's struggling, Mom, and I don't know how to get her to get close to me or whatever, to not be afraid of me, because again, they don't take her out often because they're afraid of her temperamental issues. And they just found out that she's on this autism spectrum. And so Chris was just, I know this sounds funny, or not funny, but it sounds wacko, but he was so relieved, because he's like, now, you know, he's like, now they know. He's like, the fact that, you know, I have, you know, a brother who's on the spectrum, I know exactly how to help her. He goes, and I'm like, you know, God works in mysterious ways. Like, the fact that you're her godfather and you were raised with, you know, with your brother, who you know all the things that he's gone through with his sensory issues, with, you know, him not being able to wear certain clothes because, you know, sensory wise, his aphid, where he can't eat, you know, he only has a number of things he can eat due to texture. Like, Chris knows all of it. Like, when we go somewhere, Jay has his Bose, you know, sound canceling headphones. Like, he knows all the things. And so he was able to meet with his best friend and just tell him, like, I know a lot. I can help you and your wife through it, and I'm here, and I know what she needs and how to, everybody's different on the spectrum, but Christopher understands more than most, right? Because of what we've gone through with Jaden. And so he just had a sense of relief. Like, we now know why she's being temperamental, why she's so clingy, the sounds, he told, anyways, he's happy that he now has the tools to help her be close to him. And it was so cute because he came home the other day, they were all out to dinner. And because she's seeing him more and more, she understands that that's Nino Chris. And so she's like, Mom, she had her little purse with like her fake makeup, and she was sitting on Christopher's lap, and she was like, telling him, Nino, face. And Chris is like, yeah, face. And so she was pretending to put makeup on, and Chris was like being excited, like, oh my gosh, you've made me so pretty. And she was so happy that Christopher was happy with his fake makeup. And he's like, yeah, and then she said, me face. And she's like, so I got to put fake makeup on her, Mom. It was just such a beautiful moment that I got to share with my goddaughter. So he was so excited that, now he knows, the family knows, and they can, they started with ABA, and Chris is like, I know all of that. I know, if you guys need me for anything, if you guys want me present, like, Chris is such a good godfather. I'm still trying to find him a wife, you guys, so that he can have kids. I don't know if I know my 2 younger ones will never get married. They're just not into it. And my oldest, we'll see what happens. But yeah, he's a good godfather for sure. I'm so proud of the man he is. And just the fact that he wants her to know him, just like Teo knows him. Teo loves Christopher. And they know summertime that they get to come to Nino's house. And then during the summer also, they all come with us to the Tahoe house. And so the kids kind of, they say Chrissy's the rich uncle, the rich godfather. But really, it's just, we get to utilize all my boss's homes, and that they all get to enjoy it with us. So it's just nice. I'm glad Chris has a good circle of friends. It's one of the best things to have in life, good family and good friends. Let me get another sheet. All right, we're almost there, y'all. We are almost there. I still don't hear the construction, guys. One time, I think I was recording, you guys, and you can see my computer that I'm recording, and my pool guy, oh, that's the other thing that happened. We'll save that story for February setup. But I remember I was recording, the pool guy was like passing, and he kind of stopped, like, what the hell is she doing? I'm recording a YouTube video. Okay, hopefully we didn't skip any. Okay, I'm going to pause and go see if the construction people are here. I just turned the heater on because it's freezing. They are here, or at least the sun is here. I'm going to wait for the dad to get here. And then we're almost done. We just have to decorate the florals, and I think that we'd be done. All right, let's see how we're going to do this. And these are the florals. You guys, this feels so surreal that we're doing this. Do I have small ones? Are those the small ones? Yeah, these are the small ones. And I don't know how much space I'm gonna need, or because I'm gonna have to backfill all the planning. So we'll see. I just want to catch, they may not be here the whole time. I think they will be though, but I just need to catch them before they leave. Sorry, somebody was at the door, and no, it was not the construction people. So we're gonna do this, and then once everybody settles down and I talk to the guys outside, I will start February's. And then we will have 2 videos. And then what I'll do tonight is I'll just edit everything tonight so that something will go up tomorrow. And yeah, like I said in the last video, I should have, I'm not gonna do the weekly reset just because I'm gonna have to do April with you guys here. Oh, you know what I just realized? That we have to decorate the month. Sorry, my son came home from the vineyard, so he was chatting with me. He just came home from the vineyard, and he's like, I'm done with the sampling. He's like, I'm gonna go run to the gym. I'll be back in 45 minutes. And I'm like, okay. We're just gonna hopefully quickly come through here. Part of me wants to stop and do, because I'm afraid I'm gonna forget. So let's just come here really quick. And let's do a big one. Do we want to do a big one? Let's see. I just don't want to forget. You guys know that when I get on a roll and I start talking, I will forget. Let's do a big one down here. Yay, so she's done. We don't need to worry about her. Now we can get back here. You guys, this is gonna take a long time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it done in one day. I'm gonna try because I really want to spend tonight when I'm sitting in bed backfilling. And then that way what I'll do, I think that's probably the easiest thing. I think once I backfill, oh no, oh no. That did not set well. Did it? No. I knew it wasn't going to go perfect as planned. I think that's good. That way, once I back plan and I write everything down the way that it is in my dailies, in the ring dailies, then I'll know which stickers that I don't have, and then print those stickers so that when we, gosh, I'm gonna have a lot of videos if this is how we're gonna do it. I'm just thinking, because here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to, we're decorating together, obviously. And then what we're gonna have to do is that right? No, sorry, I'm trying to cut these correctly. And then what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna then backfill each month. And then what we're gonna have to do, maybe on camera, leave it down below if you wanna do it on camera. Then I have to go back and put my Elena stickers for each month. So there's really 2 decorations for each month. One is the standard, we're decorating each day with the theme. And then the second one would be, the Elena stickers. I just thought right now that what if they're texting me and I'm recording and can't see that they're texting me? I may have to stop for a minute and check. Just in case they want to chat with me. Okay, I'm gonna pause. And there's Lucy. Okay, sorry if the view is a little bit different. I had to get my phone off of the little thingamabob that it sits on when I record. I didn't have any messages from them, but I had a couple of work messages that I had to respond to. All right, we're just trucking along here, folks. I'm hoping that I'm not putting stickers in places where I'm gonna need to write, but it is what it is. We'll make it work. We will make it work, people. So yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of videos this week. I'm just gonna, like I said, once I backfill, I will know what stickers, Elena stickers I have already and what Elena stickers I'm gonna need to reprint. And I already know I have a bunch of stickers that I've already run out of that I need to reprint. So that's a task that I already knew I needed to do, but now that I'm going to be kind of replacing the original ones that I had in the other one, I'm gonna need to print. Yesterday, at the end of my day, I was able to print all the words and the time strips so that I have enough till I think July and I don't have to reprint the words. I just knew I needed enough to complete this project with y'all so that we can get it going. Why do I feel like I'm using smaller ones? Let's try this. No. I hear the cat eating and I have to be very careful that it's not Lucy. Or rather, it's not Ruby, because what happens, they're so little brats, these cats. What happens is, let's get rid of all of this stuff. What happens is when I'm feeding them, they look at each other and they're like, hey, you want to switch? Like, and they pretend like they're eating their food, but they want to switch. Ruby wants normal kibble and Lucy likes the taste of the diet food. And so they kind of like, if I don't catch them, like I have to be sitting there making sure that they are not stealing each other's food, or they're not stealing, they're in agreement, like, hey, let's switch. It's not like one is being stolen, they're just agreeing to switch when I'm not looking. So now what has to happen is I literally have to sit there or stand there and watch them finish their food so that I can pick it up and hide it. We put it on the stove because before we had it like on the counter, and Ruby was so hungry that she would jump on the counter and eat Lucy's food, because it used to be that I would leave food out, and that's where I got in trouble with the vet. They're like, you can't leave the food out. They can't just graze whenever they want. You have to set times. So we started doing that, and now that Ruby doesn't scarf down her food, we trained her with one of those cat trainer food things that looks like a maze. So now she eats calmly. She knows that her food isn't gonna go anywhere. And so it takes about I would say 8 to 10 minutes. Go to sleep, Luce. You go to sleep. I can't cuddle you right now. I gotta finish the video. And so there's times when I'm like so freaking tired, they'll want to eat at 7:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to sleep in on a weekend and I can't because I'm half asleep trying to get them fed. Oh, cut. And then as soon as they're done, I pick up their plate, so it's not always there. These cats have me wrapped around their finger, I'm telling you. Wrapped. Like even this morning, they slept in. I got up at, I want to say I got up at 8:15 today because I slept in a little bit. And I fed them and thought to myself, I can take a quick 5-minute shower. By the time I'm done, they'll be done and they won't steal each other's food. So I like ran and took the quickest shower possible, all because I didn't want the cats to eat each other's food. Like seriously, Noelia, you've got issues. All right, we're 22. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. The craziness is back, y'all. The craziness is back. I'm trying to finish so that I can go talk to the construction guys that are out there. But I also enjoy this and I want to take my time. I'm like, enjoy the moment, Noelia. Don't rush through it. But at the same time, thank God I made a bunch of extra. I just knew. And once these are done, I can throw them away because I will not need them anymore. And then they'll be in my beauteous Eternal Leather Goods planner. And I will be so ecstatic. So ecstatic. Did I skip one? No, I've got it. I was thinking about buying a smoker, and then my brain is like, Noelia, stop buying things. Especially since I'm already over budget on the contracting stuff. Where is the little ones? Are these considered little ones? We're gonna make them little ones. I figure if something is needed from me, they will knock on the door. But alas, I'm the one who needs to talk to them. I hate when I go over the line. There, I pulled it off. Where are the big ones? I think I'm doing this right. I tend to put them in the same space, but that's only because I know where I'm gonna write But again, because the other ones, the dailies in my rings are bigger, I'm wondering if I'm gonna be able to transfer all the data over, if I'm gonna run out of room. I'm hoping I don't run out of room, but I won't know till tonight when I'm doing it. Oh my God, I thought I'd cut that. Sweet Jesus, Noelia, pay attention to what you're doing. I'm just so excited. I'm just like, burp, burp, dirt, 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 dirt. I'm just going, going, going. So the way that I record without the mirroring having an issue. No, do I want to do it this way? Maybe. Is that I have to record in 5-minute increments. So when I see in the mirror on my computer that I'm hitting 5 minutes, I stop, push the button to stop, and then I hit it again to re-record. I don't know why my system does it, it just does it that way. And so I don't know how many times I've started and stopped a video, because it's 5-minute increment. So then what happens is when I upload to my editing software, I have to upload from my phone the different files that get transferred. So it could be 10 5-minute videos, or it can be 6 5-minute, or 4. I won't know until I'm getting ready to upload and start to edit. So it will be very curious to me how many videos I've recorded so far. Okay, this is the part I hate. You all know I'm gonna set these aside because really I don't need these anymore. I can get rid of them. This is the part you all know that I hate. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it on camera because I don't want to waste your time. So I'm gonna leave that out. We can now put this back. I love this, it makes me happy. Okay, so our monthly is here. Look at us doing this again. Here's our monthly for January. This is probably so loose that I don't need it. And this, my friends, is what January looks like. Okay? And we have completed January. And in the next video, we will take on February. All right, so yay for, I'm gonna put this here so I put it in off camera so that I don't spend 5 hours doing it with you guys. And that is it. And then this is gonna get housed in my Eternal Leather Goods, who has missed me tremendously. She is like so happy to be out. There's that. This will slide in. Slide it in so you guys can see. I don't want to slide her in too many times. And then we're gonna put my sticker thing that I use, we're gonna put that one there. And then this one is gonna go here. Oh no, I hate when that happens. One of these always gets done. I will have to fix it. One of it got loosed. Okay, we're not gonna get lost in the mix. Here is our January theme, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you are new and you did enjoy this video, I hope that you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, I am so excited. I hope you are too. Keep a lookout for all the other videos coming out. Make sure you have your notification button on, and I will see you next time. Bye.